Welcome into WTOL 11 News on Plus. I'm Michael Sanwin. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll get to all of our top stories in just a moment, but first, let's bring in meteorologist John Birchfield. John, it's a little chilly today, but it's a very sunny start to the weekend. I understand we're going to have a warm-up tomorrow as well.
Yeah, there's going to be a big warm-up, Michael. In fact, we're going to record our first 80-degree day of the year so far and the warmest day of 2026. A spring fever forecast heating up. It is going to be breezy with southwest winds developing as a warm front lifts through the area. Temperatures remaining on the cooler side for the rest of your evening, especially near the lakeshore with a light easterly wind. High pressure is producing that east breeze, but there is a warm front just to the southwest of us, and that is going to lift on through. Other than a brief passing sprinkle early Sunday, no worries of any rainfall that'll put a damper on those weekend plans. Now, first thing Sunday morning, it's not going to be super warm just yet. However, into the afternoon, we climb to 80. I'll show you how warm or how long that warmth lasts coming up in my full forecast.
Talks between the U.S. and Iran are underway in Pakistan. The first round of talks ended today with no details being released yet. More discussions are expected, some possibly into Sunday, according to CNN's Pakistani source. Jen Sullivan has the details on this high-stakes meeting.
U.S. and Iranian officials meeting in Pakistan Saturday. The U.S. sending a delegation led by Vice President J.D. Vance, along with Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and the president's son-in-law Jared Kushner, to sit down with Iranian leaders to discuss a path to peace. Vance saying this before heading to Pakistan.
If the Iranians are willing to negotiate in good faith, we're certainly willing to extend the open hand.
Saturday's meetings come days after the U.S. and Iran struck a 2-week ceasefire deal. Yet Israel has continued its strikes in Lebanon, despite Iran insisting on a broader ceasefire.
J.D. Vance could do something like say, we've gotten Israel to say that they'll stop the attacks in 24 hours on Lebanon, but you all have to get Hezbollah to stop rocketing northern Israel.
The high-stakes talks come after President Donald Trump warned U.S. strikes on Iran would intensify if a permanent deal can't be reached. Ahead of the peace talks, Trump was asked what he wanted to see come out of the deal.
No nuclear weapon.
The war began February 28th when U.S. and Israeli forces launched multiple airstrikes targeting many of Iran's senior leaders, their nuclear facilities, and weapons in an attempt to force a regime change. In the days since the ceasefire began, more than 24 ships have been able to pass through the Strait of Hormuz, but some others are still waiting. Reopening the key waterway was central to the negotiations. Jen Sullivan, WTOL 11 on Plus.
Closer to home now, a Wyandotte County man is in jail after a dangerous high-speed chase early Saturday morning. The Ohio State Highway Patrol says 27-year-old Tyler Rowalt took his wife's vehicle during a domestic dispute and was believed to be impaired and armed. Troopers tried to stop him in Upper Sandusky, but he took off, nearly hitting an officer and driving the wrong way on US 23. The chase ended when he crashed on State Route 15 in Hancock County. Investigators say Rowalt then poured gas on himself and tried to start a fire before surrendering. He was treated for minor injuries and taken to jail. Sylvania Township Police are looking to identify the man on your screen right now. They say he was involved in a theft of credit cards in ProMedica Wildwood. A ProMedica spokesperson says the theft happened in the men's locker room at ProMedica Forever Fit. If you know who this man is, you're asked to call Sylvania Township Police at 419-882-1250. Bowling Green State University is making major changes to its degree programs. The school says 6 programs will be suspended, while 20 others will be reconfigured. This all starts in the spring of 2027. University leaders say they're trying to better align programs with student demand. We got a chance to talk with students on campus yesterday. Here's what they say about the changes.
I'm really confused as to why they're being cut, even though it's just small amounts of people and because it wouldn't perform well.
As a freshman, this was my first pick, but if I would have known these things going into it, then absolutely would not have picked BGSU.
Leaders at the university say current students and those enrolling this fall will still be able to finish their degrees, but new admissions into those programs will be phased out. The streets of Ann Arbor were packed this morning as the University of Michigan celebrated their men's basketball team winning the national championship last week. The team, led by big man Adi Mara, Yaxel Lenborg, Elliot Cadeau, and of course head coach Dusty May, in just his second year, won the university's second ever title and first since 1989.
I just started getting all like numb and excited, and once it went to 0-0, then I knew we won it. Because it's hard. Basketball, winning the national championship.
I was this close to crying because I could not believe it. Like, I get to enjoy it and experience it now, and it's a dream come true to be able to say I go to the greatest school in the world.
And with Michigan sports being on a national title run, first football in 2023, gymnastics last year, and now basketball, the university is looking to build on the momentum with the March Madness Final Four heading to Detroit next year. The Toledo Fire and Rescue Department is rolling out new equipment to better serve the community. 4 new Spartan MetroStar fire engines are now in service across Toledo. Fire officials say the engines are built to handle long shifts and respond to all types of emergencies with speed and reliability. They say the upgrade is about more than equipment, it's continued commitment to safety and service for the community. Toledo starts a project next week to add 4 water towers and a new pump station. That includes a 2 million gallon water tower and pump house at Schneider Park in South Toledo, 2 million gallon towers near Silver Creek Elementary School in West Toledo, and a tower on Holland-Sylvania Road near West Sylvania Avenue. Now, according to the city, the towers will help address water pressure issues and improve performance citywide. Worries about Owens Corning leaving Toledo can now be put to rest. The company has agreed to stay for at least the next 30 years and invest $250 million into building and technology upgrades at its world headquarters downtown. Owens Corning will also keep more than 1,000 high-paying jobs and create 25 new positions. In exchange, the city will extend the property tax exemption it's giving Owens Corning. Toledo's Director of Economic Development says he's ecstatic for the future.
Could you imagine Owens Corning not being along the river, not being in their building?
No, and now I don't have to, right? Because now we as taxpayers and as a city get that commitment from them to stay here for the next 30 years.
Owens Corning will also allow parts of its campus to be used in the Glass City Riverwalk, which is about halfway through its development on both sides of the Maumee River. A road that runs along the border between Wood and Ottawa counties will soon close for more than a month. Workers are going to replace a bridge over Crane Creek near the intersection of North Fostoria Road and Trowbridge Road east of Millbury. Plans for the project indicate that the work will include modifying the abutments and replacing the bridge's deck, as well as installing new railings. According to the Ottawa County Engineer's Office, North Fostoria Road will be closed between State Route 51 and Wallbridge East Road between April 20th and June 26th. And today, Toledo leaders hosted an event focused on highlighting women going above and beyond in our community. It was all part of the Glass City Gems Women's Empowerment Awards, honoring what the event calls trailblazing women shaping Toledo. Honorees included Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur, Toledo City Council President Venice Williams, and former Councilwoman June Boyd. Pickleball and a job expo. Not exactly something you would think of together, but organizers with the Pickleball Classic plus Community Expo say that's what makes it work. The inaugural event was hosted by JUICE, that's a community and student organization at the University of Toledo, using it to highlight the community on campus and around town with games, food trucks, and a Career Futures Expo with 80+ companies and organizations from across the region.
The response has been very positive. I think in the beginning we didn't think we were going to get this many sponsors. I mean, we have over like 50, 60 sponsors, and then as I said, 95 exhibitors, so it's been a great hit. We have a lot of high school students, we have a lot of student orgs coming out, and just the general community. Everybody's very happy, they're upbeat, they're loving the time.
Hundreds showed up for the event today, and organizers say after today's success, they hope to hold it all again next year. And speaking of job expos, Sylvania held its Spring Expo today at the Tam O'Shanter, highlighting local businesses. The Health and Wellness Pavilion allowed visitors to engage with 6 different departments of ProMedica Flower Hospital, and this year organizers tell us the popular Kids Zone was back, featuring fun activities, a bounce house, and a special appearance from some of the cast of Paw Patrol.
Support the event, support our businesses, our organizations that really are the heartbeat and thrive, make Northwest Ohio, Sylvania, the place they want to live, play, and stay.
This marks the 23rd Sylvania Spring Expo. Admission was free.
Hi, I'm Tim Miller from WTOL 11. You can help save lives right here in our community. On Tuesday, April 14th, we're teaming up with the American Red Cross for the 11 Together Community Blood Drive at the Toledo Main Library. Stop by anytime between 10 a.m. and 3:30, and parking is free. Schedule your appointment by calling 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcrossblood.org and enter code WTOL 11. One donation can help multiple patients. We hope to see you there.
From Clyde to Perrysburg, an announcement Friday that could have a big ripple effect across the region. It centers around a major employer and a future project that's just getting started. Tonight, Jack Crum explains why.
An announcement here at the Whirlpool facility in Clyde is going to stretch 40 miles north and be felt in Perrysburg. Whirlpool announced plans to invest $60 million in what will be a retooled manufacturing facility in Perrysburg. The plan is to open here. The former Toledo solar plant off Progress Drive was shut down in 2023. This marks Whirlpool's latest investment into Northwest Ohio, following a $300 million investment in the Clyde and Marion facilities in October 2025.
Well, break out the shorts. We have our warmest day of the year on deck for your Sunday and our first 80-degree temperature reading. It's going to be partly sunny and breezy, and with the warmth is going to come the wind. Gusts up to 30 miles an hour will be possible, especially in the afternoon. That lake breeze keeping things a little on the cooler side for your Saturday. Good to see the sun, but only in the low 50s, and it's going to be a cooler evening, especially near the lake shore. Temperatures in the 50s across the board, with the exception of Sandusky, that has dropped down into the 40s. High pressure overhead is producing that light easterly wind direction, but there is going to be a warm front climbing into the area early Sunday. There is going to be a slim chance for a brief passing shower, but that warm front is going to send us surging to 80 degrees. So the hour-by-hour temperature breakdown still in the 40s first thing Sunday morning. As we head into the afternoon, there's that little hint of summer in the air with high temperatures right around the 80-degree mark. It is going to be a warm and breezy feeling day. Southwesterly winds pick up, sustained at 15 to 20 and gusting up to about 30 miles per hour. Now, the warmth is here to stay for the upcoming work week, but there is going to be an increase in humidity and moisture, and that'll fuel a few scattered showers, mainly during the morning time frame on Monday. Thunderstorm chances become increasingly likely Tuesday and Wednesday, and there is the chance that we do see a few stronger storms depending on how those time out. So the hour-by-hour breakdown does show you that slight increase in clouds tonight. Couple passing showers possible, mainly in lower Michigan, but overall I do expect largely dry conditions through the day. It is going to be a partly sunny and breezy afternoon, with that next batch of showers moving in Sunday night. It's likely to be after midnight that these showers move on through and continue into Monday morning. There could be some rain out the door early in the day. Most of the day Monday is expected to be dry. There is a slight chance for a brief passing shower or thunderstorm later on in the day. So rain chances for the upcoming week only at a 30% on Monday, mainly during the morning. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there is a 40% storm chance, although confidence is still fairly low in the exact timing and the impacts of those thunderstorms. That being said, there could be a few stronger storms depending on the exact timing. Friday, we do see some sunshine and dry weather return, and then into Saturday, a stronger cold front does bring back the return of some showers and some spring thunderstorms. The warmth is here to stay for the entire week. 80 degrees for your Sunday. Scattered showers possible Monday, especially earlier on in the day. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are going to bring our next chance for any sort of widespread rain and thunderstorm activity. I do think Friday is going to be a great outdoor day as temperatures are still in the upper 70s, and we do get a little bit of a pause on the wet weather conditions. So what about next weekend? Things are going to be changing with a cold front moving through the area on Saturday. That is going to spark some scattered spring thunderstorms and also a big drop off in temperatures. A few lingering showers are going to be wrapping up by Sunday, and those temperatures falling to the upper 50s with a considerably cooler end to the weekend and into early next week. Monday and Tuesday both looking brilliant and seasonable with temperatures in the 60s, and the end of April trending a bit more seasonable without any of this major warmth. So enjoy those 80-degree days while they're here.